Hello gorgeous people, I'm so excited to bring this series to you. Basically what I want to do is just teach you how to make healthy food delicious, because I know especially right now you probably want to be healthy, but you also need some comfort food and you just want something that's delicious and helps you with the stress. So in this series I'm going to be teaching you how to make so many different recipes that are not only super healthy but are also going to be so delicious that you're not even going to believe that they're healthy. So for the first recipe, I thought it would be ideal to do a nourishment bowl because I've not only been obsessed with them, but they're super healthy, so full of micronutrients, and they're really just an easy way to get all your vegetables in a fun and delicious way. Before I get into it, the nourishment bowl does have a few different ingredients, so it's gonna seem like a lot of prep work, but once you prepare all of this, you're gonna be able to just build your bowl every single day in like 2 seconds. So this nourishment bowl is gonna consist of some chickpeas, a delicious salad, some sweet potatoes, and some zucchini. And then we're gonna top it off with a delicious creamy tahini sauce. So let's go ahead and start off with our chickpeas. So in order to make enough chickpeas for the entire week, I'm gonna be using about 3 cans of chickpeas. So I'm gonna go ahead, open up these cans, and then I'm going to rinse them. Okay, so now that the chickpeas are all washed, what I'm actually going to do is take off the skin of the chickpea. This is just because this is the hardest part to actually digest. So if you have any gut issues or if you feel like you just have a hard time digesting legumes, just go ahead and take off the skin. This part is totally optional, but I know for me personally, I like taking off the skin just because it makes it a little bit crispier. I'm just gonna take one by one and I'm just going to peel off the skin and put it in this bowl. Oh my God, okay, look at how much skin this is. So now we're gonna put the chickpeas in an air fryer. If you don't have an air fryer, you can look up recipes on how to do everything in the oven, but I don't know, girl, like it's 2020, go get yourself an air fryer. So we're not gonna season it just yet. We're gonna season it after we put it in the air fryer. So we're just gonna dump as much as we can. I wanna still give it like enough space for everything to get cooked. So we're just gonna put it in at 380 and we're gonna do it for 12 minutes and we're gonna just like shake the basket at 6 minutes to make sure that everything's evenly cooked. Also note, this is a very small air fryer, so we're about to get a family-sized one. It's literally delivering today, so maybe I can switch it out in the middle of the video.
12 seconds later.
Okay, so as I was cooking the rest of the chickpeas, the new air fryer came in and look at how huge it is.
Wow.
It looks like it could eat the other one. I just want to thank you for your services. Bye, Felicia. We're about to use the big ass one. Would anyone like to say a few words about Felicia?
All the potatoes you cooked us, and what else?
I'm still using Felicia. I'm not using that.
What? Yeah. It's huge.
It looks nicer too.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
You put a whole turkey in here.
I know. I was going to make the sweet potatoes while the chickpeas were cooking, but we got a new air fryer, so I was busy like cleaning that, and the chickpeas are all done. So like I mentioned, I season it afterwards just to make it a little bit tastier. So we're going to be using some olive oil, and then we're gonna just put some really basic ingredients. So we're gonna do some salt, some pepper, and then based on how spicy you like it, so I'm adding cayenne pepper and paprika. You can put as much as you want based on how spicy you like it. Okay, and the last ingredient that I'm gonna put is turmeric. So this doesn't really change the flavor, but I like it just because it's really good for gut health. So I just add a little bit. Then I'm just gonna put the top on, shake it, and that's pretty much it. Okay, these are the chickpeas after it's done. They look so beautiful, great color. I know that because of this color, it's not too spicy, which is exactly what I'm going for. Okay, so I got about 7 sweet potatoes just because I like to prepare all the sweet potatoes I need for the week so I don't have to keep cutting sweet potatoes. So I'm basically just gonna be cutting them into little cubes. Okay, the sweet potatoes are all cut. I'm just gonna wash them and then season them with olive oil, salt, and pepper. Now I'm just gonna give them a good toss and then I'm gonna put them in the air fryer for about 20 minutes at 380 degrees. And I'm gonna flip it halfway through. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut the zucchini into little circles. I got about 6 zucchinis because I know for me, I eat about 1 zucchini just in one bowl. So I'm gonna cut these up into little circles. Okay, now that all the zucchini are chopped up, I'm just gonna do the same exact thing that I did for the sweet potatoes. So I'm just going to wash them and then just put olive oil, salt, and pepper, and then throw them in the air fryer For these, I'm gonna throw them in the air fryer for about 370 degrees for only 10 minutes. This is literally gonna make them super crispy. I literally call these my zucchini chips because they are so crispy. Okay, so now that the sweet potatoes are cooking, the zucchini's up next, we're going to make our salad and our tahini in the meantime as everything's cooking. Now I know this seems like a lot of prep work, but again, like I mentioned, you only have to do this once and then you're gonna be able to make nourishment bowl after nourishment bowl for the entire week. And you can start using all of these ingredients for a bunch of different stuff. So like if you ever want sweet potatoes for any other dish, you'll have them on hand. If you ever need chickpeas to just throw in a salad, you'll have it on hand. So trust me, it'll all be worth it. So now we're gonna make our salad. I like to keep my salad pretty basic. I just put like spinach, tomato, cucumbers, and red onions, but you can make your spinach however you'd like it. You can add any ingredients.
I can't stay.
Okay, so this is our salad, basically just spinach, tomato, and cucumber. I don't know if I said red onions, but no, I did not do that. So now I'm just gonna close this up and shake it a little bit. If I can, it's not really moving. Oh my God, nope, I'm just gonna have to toss it. Oh my God, I need a much bigger one for this. I'm just gonna split this salad up. Now I'm just gonna make the dressing on the side because since I am doing this for meal prep, I don't want the salad to get super soggy. So what I do is just cut up the basic ingredients and then I just make a dressing on the side. The dressing is gonna be so easy. It's literally just lemon juice, olive oil, and then salt. You put this on literally every single Lebanese salad and it turns out amazing. It's just so like refreshing and juicy and delicious, so just take my word for it. And it's like one of the healthiest dressings of all time. Okay, so the first thing I'm just gonna put in this little mason jar is just some olive oil. And I'm putting it in a mason jar because the lemon juice and the olive oil like to separate sometimes. So if you put it in a mason jar, you can just shake it up and then it'll be good again. And then I'm going to juice about 1 lemon. This is a particularly big ass lemon. Again, all of this is literally for the entire week. And then the last thing is just some salt. We're on our very last bit of salt, so we might have to definitely get some more. Now you can definitely do the salad dressing based on taste. So if it's too salty or too lemony, just add some more olive oil, or if you just want to bring out the flavor more, either add more salt or more lemon, depending on what you feel like it needs. So now that it is all done, we're just gonna close this up and shake it a little bit. Okay, and then the last step to this is making tahini. So I know that sounds confusing because you just buy tahini already made, but we're gonna make it taste a lot yummier and a lot more delicious. We're only gonna be adding some lemon juice, a little bit of water, and some salt. If it gets too thin, just add more tahini. If it gets too salty, just add more tahini. If it gets too lemony, add more tahini. But then on the opposite end, if it's too bland, add more salt or more lemon juice. If it's too thick, add more water. So I like that kind of consistency. I don't know if you can tell, but it's just like this. Okay, now we're gonna start assembling our bowl. So you can honestly do it in any way that you want. I prefer to start off with the salad just because if I have to mix the dressing up, I have plenty of room to do it because nothing else is on the bowl yet. So I'm gonna just start off by throwing on like 2 tablespoons of that dressing and kind of just mixing it together. Don't tell anyone I used my hands, okay? But you know, we kind of savages here. Then we're gonna put some sweet potato. I love sweet potatoes, so we're just gonna put a good bit. And then we're gonna get some zucchini in the middle. Look at how beautiful that is. I love zucchini. And then we're just gonna get a handful of the chickpeas, and then we're just gonna drizzle everything but the salad with some tahini sauce, and that's it. That's our nourishment bowl. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this very first recipe. This nourishment bowl, again, is gonna be so delicious and really help you get in your vegetables and stay healthy. If you enjoyed this recipe, make sure to subscribe and like this video, and if you have any questions about it, make sure to comment. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Bye!